Okay, so you've heard about it. You've obviously seen about it, and you think you probably know a little bit about it, but you're not doing anything about it yet. So the question is, how come you haven't started trading just yet? Well, in this broadcast, guys, in this video, I'm going to take a few minutes and we're going to go over the three main reasons why you are more than likely not trading yet, and how to really get over the mental blocks that are stopping you from taking action, not just for yourself and building your own wealth, but setting the foundation and putting together the legacy that your children and even your children's children can actually take advantage of because of what you do starting today. My name is Tracey Walker. I am a home-based business entrepreneur. I'm a marketer and I am an investor. And I literally work with wealth-minded single moms, showing them how to trade, invest, and grow their money, their own money in the financial markets using apps. And guys, as much as we talk about the power of trading, as much as we talk about, how to really get going and starting to invest your money and things of that sort, I found that, you may be sitting on the sideline and you're commenting, you're looking, you're inboxing, we're having conversations or whatever, but something is stopping you from pulling that trigger to start. All right, so let's go ahead and let's jump into the very first reason. Okay, and to me, this is kind of one of the biggest reasons, but it is it is fear. Okay, the number one thing is fear. All right, now I want you to understand that there's a couple of things that are related to fear. Number one, you could possibly have the fear of losing money, right? I don't know what your background is like financially. I don't really know what your parents or whoever was responsible for you when you were a child growing up. I don't really know what your financial life was like, what you heard, what you saw, what you internalized, what you actually believe in terms of psychologically and subconsciously. What is it that you believe? What are you saying to yourself? I'm not sure what that is. But if you have a fear of losing, it's either because you've lost before and you don't like that feeling, or something growing up, you witnessed loss, right? You experienced loss, maybe not even with just money, but maybe loss of, a loved one or loss of something. And the stomach of losing, it's very difficult, right? And I understand that. So that's one fear that could be stopping you, the fear of loss. Another fear could be the fear of the unknown, right? I mean, when we talk about investing and we talk about trading and we talk about, having a little bit of risk out there, it's scary. It's scary. I get it. You don't even know what you don't know. And sometimes you want to see what's behind door number one, and then what's behind door number 1A, and then what's behind door number 1A1, right? And it can't, unless you can see those things, you're almost like, I don't know. I'm a wait. And unfortunately, the way that money works is time is money. Inevitably, time is money. And so what that means is that the longer that you wait, really the less value your money has. And so you want to get in the game, right? And I understand not knowing everything, but as we always know, you got to take the first step, right? Some of you guys believe in certain things and certain principles, and hey, you take the first step, the next step will appear, okay? But I get it. It's fear to unknown. Another fear could be fear of failure. Fear of failure. I failed before, but I will tell you that you will not succeed unless you fail, because success is pretty much a series of failures. Success is that. Success is a series of failures where you course correct, where you change, where you grow, where you develop, where you become a better person along the way. And if you're afraid to fail, you're ultimately not going to develop into the person that is now no longer afraid to fail, but you understand how to navigate failure, right? Mentally, emotionally, you know how to handle it. And so you really have to get to that point where you say, yeah, I'm afraid of failure, but geez, I'm going to go after it. I'm going to do it anyway. All right. So that would be number one. Okay. That's the number one reason why you haven't started trading yet. And I'm telling you guys, got to get over it. Okay. And we'll talk a little bit about how to do that in just a little bit. All right. Let's talk about number two. What's the number two reason why more than likely you haven't got started trading yet? And that could possibly be someone you know, someone you love, maybe your spouse, maybe your children, maybe your grandparents, whatever, they don't believe, right? They believe that trading is something strange, something weird because they're not familiar with it. They can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Their knowledge base, the files that they have programmed in their minds won't allow them to receive new information. And so when you come along with your bright idea and you want to trade and, oh, look what we can do, in their own mind, they think they're protecting you from yourself, right? But the reality is that it's them that's afraid. And the value is that you've got to realize that although you love them, you are separate from them. You are separate from them, right? I mean, you came in this world by yourself. And even if you do have a twin or a triplet or a quadruplet or whatever that's going on, generally you guys weren't born at the same time. You still came in this world by yourself, whether it was 1 minute ahead, 30 seconds ahead, 6 minutes ahead. You came in this world by yourself. And so you have a unique, distinct purpose that even though decided to share your life with someone, you have a companion, you have someone that you're doing life with, it doesn't mean that you must take on every single idea or every single thought that they have. Sometimes, you got to look at it. You might be in a situation where they're doing a better job at selling you on what they believe versus you selling them on what you believe. And if you're always succumbing to what somebody else believes, you got to ask yourself, dang, do I really believe in myself? Do I really believe in myself? Am I really going to allow this person who doesn't know, who hasn't been on a training, who hasn't seen any data, who doesn't follow the Instagram pages, who doesn't look at the reels or the stories or watch the video content or getting on any of the live sessions or watching the YouTube videos about it? Can I really expect that person to be an advisor for me in terms of what I should do, right? And I'm here to tell you that more than likely they are not, okay? You've got to set your own path for what you want to do in your life, and you got to go for it, okay? So that would be number 2. Now, the third reason, more than likely, why you haven't started trading yet is something that is completely reasonable, and that is you don't know where to start, right? It's a lot of information. It is a lot of information. And I am telling you that, as you embark on any new journey, especially with skill sets, right? Because it's a skill set. It's very easy to be fire hosed. It's very easy to just try to take in as much as you can. And unfortunately, the educational system that most of us grew up in was designed to feed us that way, right? And so we're backwards. In other words, what we've learned how to do and what we think we need to do with everything now is we've got to get all the information. We got to study it all, study it for first semester or first week, study it for second week, study it for midterm, study it. And then we get to show how well we've mastered what we've studied on our test, okay? The problem is that that's not real life. The problem is that's not how business works. That's not how this goes, right? That's what they taught you, but that's not how this goes. And that's why you're having this challenge right now. You've been taught the wrong way to do something. What really should be happening is you get a little bit of information, you go execute that. You get a little bit of information, you go execute that. See, this is why you'll hear people say you don't need to know everything, but you've been trained by school, especially if you have higher degrees like me, where I have a master's degree in business. So I get it. You want to learn it all. You want to write a thesis. You want to learn it all and you want to write a dissertation. You want to learn it all and you want to be able to communicate it. You want to be able to present it. You want to be able to speak intelligently amongst all of your colleagues and business people and friends and family before you even step foot on the court. And in real life, you can't do that. You are used to being rewarded for what you know, not what you do. That is something that Bob Proctor said, and he said it a lot during his life. This society, it's a shame that our society rewards people for what they know, not what they do. And so your ability to go out and do something is what creates value in you. And you don't have to know it all. You can know a little bit more than the next person, and you can show that person how you got to where you are. And then as you increase in value, increase your skill set, increase your knowledge, then you can show somebody who's not where you are yet how to get there. It's an ever growing type of process. Okay. So not knowing where to start. All right. So let's talk a little bit about how to overcome these things. And then I'm going to give you guys a little action step. Okay, really, really simple. So number one, the way to overcome the fear is with trading is, listen, guys, just start in demo. Just start in demo. A lot of you guys are afraid to lose, afraid to fail. Oh, I'm gonna lose my money. I'm gonna gamble. Guys, every single broker allows you to create a demo account where you can actually trade with play money. There's nothing to lose. What you're really doing is building your skill set, and what you're really doing is practicing. So you learn something. So when I say to you, you learn and then you go practice, you don't have to practice with your real money and risk your real money. You learn something, you go practice, put it in demo, and you practice in demo, and you get good in demo. And when you feel confident enough to start using your own money, your real money, guess what? Just shift over to a live account. That's how we're going to get over that fear, because that's easy. You don't even have to lose your own money. Just trade in demo. Number two thing, how do we get over what other people think? Well, number one is you got to understand regret has never been desired. Regret has never been desired. People don't say, oh, I sure wish I could regret living my life, right? People say, no, I just regret not doing those things. And the regret itself means, dang, if I had a chance to do it again, I probably would just give it a shot. I probably would just do it. And so my thing is, if you have someone that you care about who doesn't really see, I'm telling you right now that the only way that they're going to see is if you actually step out there, believe in yourself, and start to do it. It's the results that's going to show them differently. It's results. Facts tell, stories sell. They always say, documentation beats conversation. And so if you don't have any documentation, then you're just talking as far as your family is concerned. You're just talking as far as your spouse is concerned. You're just talking. You're just talking. You're just talking. And I don't know, maybe you've kind of done that before and they don't believe you this time. But you actually can make a decision now that, hey, I'm going to actually overcome this. I'm going to try it, and I don't have anything to lose because I'm going to go back to no fear because I got my demo account. And then the third thing that we're going to overcome is knowing where to start. Guys, I'm telling you, there's a lot of information. I have created courses on trading. I have helped people, a lot of people since 2017 learn how to trade. All that good stuff. And the bottom line really is that I know how to break it down for you, right? I know how to take it step by step, how to give you step one, step two, step three, like a baby. Right? Like a baby, brand new. Okay. So for those of you that are brand new and you haven't started yet, and there's a little bit of fear, you don't know where to start, you're trying to do it yourself, I'm going to recommend that you really don't do it yourself. I recommend that you just kind of tap into people that kind of already know and shorten your learning curve. All right. And so I actually have a workshop that me and a few of my business partners put together. It's called the Money in Minutes Workshop. And I'd love for you to get access to it. All you have to do is just send me a message to learn more. You send me a message, I will shoot you over the link. You can take a look at it. And I'm telling you, when you go through the workshop, you will go through, it's only probably about an hour. It's broken down into bite-sized videos. It's only about an hour, maybe an hour and 30 minutes, but we're going to break it down. We're going to give you the content. We're really going to talk to you about how to leverage experts, right? We know that you don't know what to do. So great. What if you could just copy and paste from what what experts are telling you to do, right? Now, guys, come on. If you can copy and you can paste, you can win. My son is 8 years old. He can copy and he can paste, all right? And I know you can too. He helps me place trades at night. And I know that if he can lay in the bed and say, oh, mommy, show me, let me place the trade, you can place the trade too. Okay. So that's that. We're going to show you how to copy and paste and leverage the expertise of somebody else. This is right inside of the Money in Minutes workshop, right? Another thing is we're going to show you how to use a few simple apps to make your life easier, right? And these apps are not difficult. You can download all the apps from the Apple Store, the Android market. All of it's right there at your fingertips. You just got to know what apps to use and how to connect everything together. And boom, 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 we show you how to do that. Another thing we show you how to do is how to limit your risk, right? We talked about the fear of losing. Guys, do you understand that majority of the people that actually trade, and probably anybody you talk to that's lost a lot or consistently, they never learned or built their own discipline around what we call risk management. It means they think it's Vegas. They want to just throw the spaghetti against the wall and see what happens. And unfortunately, that's not how this works. It's fun. It can be exciting. And you might have a little greed factor going on with yourself and your life, but you're going to learn real quick who you are when you start trading. But you don't have to do that. We're going to teach you the 4 risk management styles, and then and the strategies, right? And then you can use the strategies based on, your risk tolerance. If you are completely risk averse, there's a strategy for you. If you are a stone cold risk taker, we've got a strategy for you, and we're going to teach you those, and then you can choose whichever one that you want. And then, guys, the last thing, or one of the last things that we're going to teach you is the number one thing that you probably never learned that keeps you living paycheck to paycheck. And paycheck to paycheck doesn't mean you don't have money. Doesn't mean that you're living in a poorhouse. It doesn't mean that you can't pay your bills. It just means that if you don't get a paycheck, you also know that you won't pay your bills. You know what I'm saying? And so what is it that wealthy people know that you don't know that's keeping you paycheck to paycheck, right? And we're going to show you and teach you what this is so that you can start to employ it into your own life, your own finances, and your own investment development. All right. So guys, go ahead, send me a message if you found any value in this video. We're going to help you, okay, along the way, but you do have to be willing to help yourself. You do really have to want to make a change in your own life. And I'm just excited to be in a position to really just help you to do that. All right. So go ahead, send me a message. I'll make sure you get access to the Money in Minutes workshop. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Later.